Unfortunate. I'd rather look at Julia Barbary.
Let me poke my head in there a little. No, nothing.
Nothing. All right, man. Well, you're still the king of radio.
Nothing in here.
All right.
I'm back.
Empty.
I'm out of the prize closet now.
Oh, jeez.
Little theater of the mind.
It was nice.
Yeah. Hey, Christine. What's up?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you like for me to talk to you?
I would like for you to talk to me, yes.
Oh, okay. So, did you hear me? Was this the same person I was just talking to?
I love you.
All right, my brother will help Howard learn how to get bigger. He'll tell him.
You know, he must be a personal trainer.
Right.
You know, I got to tell you something.
You got plenty of trainers.
I have every trainer. And I got to tell you something. I mean, this guy, Pat Menachie, who trains me, is great. But I got to tell you something. I can run 8 miles a day, lift weights. I still got belly fat, and my ass still is flat. And it just never changes.
It's partly genetic.
Yeah, but
you've got a potential, and then there are other people who look like KC.
Yeah, I've reached my potential. I look at my parents and I go, I'm the best they could look.
You got to be realistic, unless then
right,
you want to go with surgery.
Right, I need surgery. I want to go with surgery.
No, it's the way you're working out and eating at the same time. Somebody's not telling you right. Somebody's not telling you.
I'm getting rid of her.
He'll tell you.
Someone's not telling you.
Get bigger, my brother. My brother, tell you.
My brother.
Tell you.
Get bigger.
Eating wrong, not right.
It's genetic.
Lift weights, genetic. Flat ass.
You need more weight. Not enough protein.
Listen to me. Me.
My brother. All right.
But do you think, I mean, Casey takes, some supplements and stuff. Do you think that you should do that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I mean, you ain't going to look like that. I mean,
no kidding.
What are you going to do?
I've proven that to myself.
Have a sandwich.
Should I interview Heidi Klum again? I did very early in the morning.
I love it when we talk to Heidi.
I love it too, yeah.
Heidi Klum, of course, was on the Victoria's Secret special, and she's coming in to just talk to us for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Come on in, Heidi. How are you? Come on in. Beautiful. You look hot as hell, honey.
Man,
you look so good. God, she's hot. Look at that outfit. You wearing panties? What? Hi.
Sometimes I pleasure myself when I'm watching Alan. He's a very sexy man, but why does he call himself Alan? I thought Alan was a woman's name.
Nah, I didn't ask you that, but all right.
Just offering that
Heidi
up.
has her own agenda.
I got to tell you, Heidi, I like a guest who can just kind of talk about stuff, and you don't have to ask him all kind of questions. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Is it just me, or does Robin look fat?
It's just you, Heidi.
Well, she's a model.
I'm not happy dieting until I can see my tampon through my skin.
Wow. What about you?
Extreme.
Have you ever gotten so thin you could see your tampon through your skin?
Never.
Callista Flockhart is a fat bitch.
No wonder I look fat.
Yeah, you look fat.
It's fat bitch.
So what else is going on? What are your thoughts?
Eating is for pussies.
Right. Eating is for pussies.
Call me a pussy.
I haven't made a duty in 3 months and counting.
Is that good? Are you proud of that?
My last duty looked like a spaghetti noodle.
I
Boy, what an honest.
proud.
An honest
You are
interview.
proud.
I don't want to be a model forever, but I'm too good looking to do anything else.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, they're forcing her to model.
Kate Moss is a little itty-bitty bitch.
Yeah.
I've made bigger turds than her.
Oh.
You're into turd stuff, aren't you?
I dropped out of school in the 3rd grade.
Why?
Because beautiful girls do not need to know anything.
That's right.
Right.
She learned that early.
Pizza is my favorite food to watch other people eat.
What a
Well,
life.
You are one of the most famous models, Heidi
so
Klum.
beautiful.
And so beautiful.
Only ugly people think that I'm a bitch. If they were good looking, they would like me. I'm so tired of having men like Ross look at me and yell, "How are you?" It makes me want to vomit.
Wow. Vomit. Any chick ever vomit when she was with you?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that the French have every right in the world to hate Jews.
Oh, where did that come from?
Hey,
We were
Explain
talking
that.
about duty.
how do we get into that?
Getting
I used to
political.
be married to old men with money. But now I date young men with a big, fat, healthy yum yum.
No cursing.
Wow.
Don't say the C word for a man's genitalia.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
But she really is opening up.
Yeah, you're opening up. I like that.
How does Robin look so thin? Is she sticking her feet down her throat too?
Feet. You
Yeah.
stick your feet.
She's limber.
When you're a model, you got to stick anything down your throat to make you throw up.
Wow.
I'm so thin, I don't have period. I have been using the same tampon for 6 years.
Wow. That's thin.
It's a money saver.
Do you know that black women don't get head lice?
That's true. That is true. I do know that.
Well, she must have gone back to school. She's learning things.
Tell you what, Cindy Crawford is never this fascinating.
I think Sting is a big fairy.
She's funny.
Yeah, you're funny.
I like to eat so much candy and then throw it up. Then I like to take spoon and eat again.
Oh.
Then it tastes like a hot fudge vomit sundae.
Sometimes she can be so disgusting.
A woman Sunday.
A vomit.
I like to take my boogers, save them, and make a big booger cookie.
Well, you're a nice lady to come in here. You're a big star.
I didn't know she was so funny.
You're fun.
I think Naomi Campbell is a big black bitch.
Come on.
Don't you
Get
like
mean.
any of the girls?
Sometime I pleasure myself when I'm watching Ellen.
Okay, enough of that. Enough
likes
with Ellen.
Ellen.
Every minute with Ellen.
A booger
All right.
cookie.
I know you have to go, so goodbye. There she goes. Wow, you got a nice ass.
Look at that.
Not her, you, Artie. There she goes. La 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 la. Tonight on E, Wheel of Benji with 2 hot porno chicks. It's good. Wheel of Benji 2.
Wheel of Benji!
Hey, Rick, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hey, now.
Can I ask you a question? I'm calling about Michael Jackson.
Hey,
I
now.
got some more information over the weekend.
Who are you?
Well, I called in on Friday. Hi, Robin.
Oh, you called in on Friday. Well, that makes you a Michael Jackson expert.
Yeah.
All I know is
I called
Chauncey.
in. I had information on Friday.
Chauncey emails Beth,
Uh-huh.
and he was on some TV show last week, like Fox News. Asked Chauncey to come on as a Michael Jackson expert.
No wonder Michael's upset.
Yeah, and like Chauncey was like, "What? How am I a Michael Jackson expert?" You know, but he went on. He was a Michael Jackson expert. They just get anybody. Like, why not have me on as a Michael
Well,
Jackson
that's
expert?
what Michael was screaming, that they have these people on, and his family was screaming they have these people on who don't know Michael at all.
I know.
Never been near him.
Michael Jackson expert.
At least you've actually met him.
Yeah, you have some credential.
Oh, yes. Anyway, okay, so you're a Michael Jackson
Expert.
expert.
Well, no.
I just have information.
I just have, hi, Artie. I have a little bit of information. I talked to, I don't know if you remember, but I met the family.
You met a
of the
guy who
kid.
drove the family.
No, I didn't.
All right, you
I
know
got
the
guy-
kid. You were the guy that called in that Friday that knows the family of the
Right.
kid who was accusing Michael Jackson of being in it.
Well, apparently, there's actual physical evidence.
Ooh.
Like
gonna
what?
come out.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I missed it. What's the physical?
There's going to be, apparently Michael bought this kid some clown-type pajamas,
Yeah.
and there's DNA on it.
Get out.
That's what I
Michael
heard.
Jackson's DNA on the clown pajamas?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Does that prove anything?
Yes.
Well,
Well, that's how they got
something.
Clinton.
Didn't they find his glove in the kid's ass? Where's my glove? Uh-oh, I left it in your ass.
I just wanted to pass that information.
Yeah, well, I tell you what. I think Michael Jackson's going to be found guilty.
What is the condition of this child?
Very seriously ill, I heard.
That's what I keep hearing.
On his
This
way
kid's
out.
like on his way out.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, I was talking to my daughter's boyfriend.
He knows something?
Well, he's a lawyer, like a law school senior, like a bright guy. And he says to me, I said to him, if the kid dies before they get to court with this thing, that means they can't cross-examine the kid. And then how can they go forward with the case?
Well,
they have all.
oftentimes they do a video thing.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he said also there's such a thing as a deathbed confession that stands up in court that you don't even have to be cross-examined.
Ironclad.
Why is that, though?
Because a guy who's dying, usually it's when you admit to a crime,
right,
as opposed to testifying that somebody committed something against you. But usually if a guy says at the end of his life, you know, just as he's about to die, that he killed somebody, you take his word for it.
Well, yeah, well, he was... my daughter's boyfriend was saying that it's because a lot of times, let's say a guy attacks you, and you're about to die, there's no time for anyone to cross-examine. So they say, okay, what happened? And they say it to you because there's absolutely zero time to be cross-examined, so they have to accept it as evidence. So it became
But not only that, you have no axe to grind. You get nothing out of it.
What if you're all messed up on drugs, especially if you're a cancer patient?
Well, that's true.
That's true.
Something you have to consider.
Howard.
Yes, it's a very complicated case.
Can I change the subject? Can I ask you a question?
All right.
Well, you're always on the Israeli side in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict.
Of course.
Well, I'm curious. I guess I just don't totally understand, but when I read about it, it looks to me like the Israelis keep moving into the Palestinian states and kind of keep the...
Well, of course they do.
Do you know why that is?
I mean, do you understand what's going on? If people keep coming into your country and blowing... Listen, well, you want the answer?
Yeah.
People keep coming into your country and blowing up things.
But would that stop if the Israelis stopped moving forward?
No, they didn't start moving until they got attacked.
Oh, dude, you got to read the history of this. There was no such thing as Palestine. There was no country known as Palestine. This is a concerted effort to just get Israel out of that part of the world. This has nothing to... There are so many Arab countries that could absorb anybody who lives in the so-called Palestine.
But why do the Israelis keep moving the border further?
I just told you why. So that they're not open to attack. You ever see the size of Israel? It's the size of a peanut.
You know what, sir? You always come down on the side of the United States, you know, as opposed to the Indians.
Well, I guess I don't, because the United States is always against aggressors.
No, I mean, we did the same thing here. You know, there used to be Indians in this country, but they never really declared a state or put their hands down on anything. They used to roam around. So we took the country.
Well, how can we back Israel if they're taking over land that wasn't given to them?
You don't hear me,
because they're being attacked. What part of this is what part of this? Are you hearing our part of the discussion?
Yes.
Oh, I just told you why.
Why do you keep asking the same question?
They can't survive if they're constantly attacked. So you have to expand your border so that you can actually defend yourself. You need natural defenses.
Why would you want to keep the people who are attacking you close by?
Well, I guess
he doesn't know. All right. This is so silly. Who cares? We're not experts. Call a news station.
He just wants to be on the other side, is what he wants to be, because he has no answers. He just keeps asking questions.
My God.
But the same sort of thing happened here, if you think about it.
Yeah, to my people.
Except we took over a country that was actually populated.
I mean,
Israel wasn't popular. Look at Israel. Israel's a desert.
The Indians were nomadic people here. They didn't have places where they stayed and had, farms and stuff like that. So farmers came and started farming the land. And when they came back, they said, no, you can't come here and set up your tents anymore.
We all get it. Everybody gets it. That's a part of the world that's completely, it's the only part of the world that I know of that believes in going backwards instead of forward. Actually, the government and the religion says, don't have any progress. Women can't vote. Women stay home. Women can't do anything without a man.
Let's get rid of pencils and pens even.
In Afghanistan, women went to school. They were killed. Then you got over it. All these countries are run by... In Iraq, we're doomed for one reason. They don't even know. They don't even want freedom.
Well, there's certain people who do, and then there's a whole bunch of others who don't.
They don't even know what to do with it. They're so backward. They'd rather be
different tribes
Yeah.
they're trying to unite.
Where do you hear tribes? There's no more tribes. You go to Paris and see a tribe,
Yes,
or you go to
Saddam
Germany.
Hussein was a member of a tribe.
A tribe. This is a huge problem. We're dealing with people who just set up a government. They don't even know what we're talking about. They need a George Washington over. I'll tell you who they ought to get to run Iraq. You're going to be shocked by who I think they should get. Saddam Hussein. He's the only one who could tame these people. We should bring him back.
Well, it is the problem of there's too many different factions over there to really have a country.
Of course. It's insanity over there. Where do you see one great invention coming out of there even? You know, it's completely backward. If a guy comes up with an invention, they attack him. He's considered
And
an enemy.
oftentimes in these countries, they'll kill all the intellectuals.
Of course.
The first thing they do is kill anybody who went to school.
Yeah. What did you do before today? I went to school. I'm going to kill you. You learned something. You're dead. You're dead. That's
You
all.
know something? You're dead.
These guys can't even figure out how to get their own oil out of the ground. Why do you read so much? I'm going to kill you. You wrote a book. I disagree with it. I killed you.
It was much like the whole thing with the killing fields and all that. Remember, the doctor had to pretend he didn't know anything to keep from getting killed?
Hey, Robert, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just want to tell you, I've been listening to CNN, and they're saying that the kid doesn't have cancer. He's been sick with botulism.
Michael Jackson's accuser has botulism, bad meat in a can?
Yeah, well,
All right, get out of here.
You got me. You wise guy.
All right, we got to take a break. We're going to come back and do the news for you right after this.
Can I ask everybody to be quiet for a moment? We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite tense.
What can you see?
Oh, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see OJ kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, looking here, he looks very upset. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see OJ. Man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's home in Brentwood. Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house, his friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay, thanks, Al.
So he was not there.
All right, we have them on every coast. Thank you very much. Not the first time nor the last time will have been had.
Musical. Will you get naked?
I do find him amusing.
Show me your boobs.
Sometimes I think he's a little over the edge.
Show me your boobs.
But he's funny.
Paul, go ahead and then we'll get to the news.
Hi, Howard. Good morning, Marvin. Today is my birthday. I'm 27 years old, and I just got out of court with my wife, and we just got a divorce. She got everything.
Of course. The laws have gone completely insane.
We've been married for 5 years. I travel back and forth to work, and she wound up cheating on me. And
does she work?
And yeah, she makes about 25 a year. I make about 90. We have 2 kids together, and she's getting about $3,500 a month from me.
Wow.
Plus, she gets to keep the condo.
Wow. What do you get? Did you tell the judge she cheated?
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
It's a no-fault
And
situation.
we tried to go through a mediator first, and that was going nowhere. And then we had to go to court, and it was going on for a while. And I had to pay the whole entire time.
Now, how long do you have to pay $3,500 a month?
Well, that includes, like, daycare and all that stuff. until the kids are out of college.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And then cost of living, raises, and all that stuff.
Jesus.
And, I mean, I'm a good father. I take care of my children.
You take
I've
care of
always
your
been there.
kids.
I take care of my kids.
I take care of my
And I don't know.
Well, I've got to tell you something. You are a victim.
You got to laugh it off.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Well, what's he going to do?
He's going to sit and be bitter the rest of his life when he writes that check every month. That's how you're going to be.
No, they take it.
You don't even get to write a check.
So they take it right out of your salary. Yeah. So, well.
You don't get the money. They get the money first.
So now your wife makes $90,000 a year and you make $25,000.
Yes.
Right.
Your wife's salary.
Well, the only thing I can hope for you is that in about 10 years, your salary has tripled or quadrupled, and you know.
But then they take that too.
Oh, they do.
They will go back in?
Yeah.
Hold it. There's a provision if you make more money.
Yeah, they can raise. She can ask for. She's going to request a raise.
Why is that? I mean,
what do you get?
Cost of nothing. I have to move back with my parents.
Suppose she were to hit strike oil or something.
What do you get?
I get nothing.
Oh my God! Does anyone see what's going on here?
Now we were together since I've been 18.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
in other
I
words,
didn't expect this. I worked really hard. I bought a condo before we got married. She gets to keep the condo.
oh wait till and then I bet a guy will move into the condo with her. Oh,
well,
you see.
she was cheating on me.
Of course.
Oh, that.
Maroon.
That's the word.
Oh.
Can you give me some advice? Can you help me out with something?
I have no advice.
Too late. A prenup.
Prenup.
Once again,
I didn't know. When a guy makes nothing,
I know.
in the grand scheme of things, how am I supposed to think of a prenup?
Well, I'll tell you what, the guys who make nothing need prenups more than guys who have a lot of money, because the guy who has a lot of money doesn't really get his lifestyle affected, even though he's got to write a huge check. He's still got some money. You, on the other hand, who doesn't make, a fortune, $90,000 is great money. Don't get me wrong. But now that your wife's getting $3,500 a month, it's like getting knocked in the head for working hard. And I got to tell you something.
And if I quit working...
That's why you need a prenup. Quitting working doesn't do you any good.
But if I quit working and I can't pay, I go to jail.
There you go. Wow. There's the law for you.
Can you help me out with something, Howard?
No, I have nothing to help you with. You're in the same boat everyone else is in.
And women wonder why men don't want to get married, hearing stories like
No man should ever get married again. Not when it says the rest of your life you got to pay out this kind of money. And a lot of times
getting robbed.
the wife will even get in a relationship. She's got another guy paying the bills. You'll always pay for your kids. There's no problem there. No guy resents doing that.
There's no problem.
But you got it. The $3,500 a month more than will pay for those kids for the rest of their life, and then you take care of college or whatever. But that $3,500's got it covered.
She can sell the condo and move back to her family's house.
Of course.
And she gets that on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't get anything.
Why should she get that? Why? Because she's got a vagina? Well, why does she get that? I don't understand the law. What is that? Why does she get that? Did she sell the condo and give 50-50?
Nope.
No, that they can't do.
I get nothing.
Nothing.
Here's our advice, sir. Move to where men have some rights. Iraq.
Right.
There's no gray area.
So let Saddam Hussein run this country.
You're not getting the condo.
Oh, you want condo?
Yeah.
You get nothing.
Oh, you have vagina, no condo.
How did she have... the thing is really amazing is that the woman had the nerve to ask for all this stuff. She cheated in her marriage.
And the lawyers...
No, she had a really, really good lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyers, they have no problem asking. They have no shame whatsoever. They come right in. They open up your books. They'll even make comment, ooh, you did well. You did well. Look at
pat
this.
you on the back.
That's a good investment.
We
Good.
like it when you do well.
Oh, there's nothing more aggravating.
Well, it's just really great that it's my birthday.
I saw this
Today's my
one guy
birthday
in the
and I got
news
raped.
a couple of weeks ago. Some guy was outside a courthouse shooting one of the lawyers.
Right, for trying to take his money.
Yeah. I don't say it's right, but I understood. Thank you.
Do you have a prize or something?
No prize. Your
No
prize. Your prize is that woman you married. That's your prize. Well, there you go. The woman was cheating, and now he's paying. He's paying. The only country in the world you'll see that. My.
tearing it apart, so f*** you. All I wanna do is have a good time. Now I'm blue. You want boogaloo, run down to tramps, have a dance or two. Ooh, you're breaking my heart, you're tearing it apart, but f*** you. I take care of my kids.
Yeah. Wow.
You're going to.
Damn right you're gonna. All right, Robin. What's
He's
it?
right. He'll go to jail if he doesn't. If he tries to
He'll end up in jail. You better come up with it's forced work. You got to work. You go to jail.
No, you can't even say, I don't like doing this job anymore.
God.
I'd rather go to jail.
Yeah, go to jail.
I'm going to go to jail, honey. You're
They
not getting
interview
it.
some of these guys who come out of jail, for blue-collar crime. They go, it's the best experience of their life.
Right.
They come out, they're in shape.
They find religion.
Yeah. Go to jail. That's my advice. Thank you.
Yeah. You're not getting it, honey. I'm gonna go to the joint.
How long do you go for? I'd go to jail and stop paying and then get out.
Yeah, because you'll never be able to pay as long as you're not working.
Right. And you know what? They ain't going to send you to jail. And if they do,
Some guys have gone to jail. But it takes a while to put you in, I think. I
Yeah.
think they go to court a lot trying to get the money out.
you say, hey, I don't want to work.
But he's saying that he could quit his job. That's what he could do.
Quit his job and get a cash job under the table. Everybody was under the table now. I don't see anybody who works a real paycheck. Everybody's got cash. You should see what goes on. You try to hire someone for a legitimate paycheck, you can't.
Yeah, they say, I want it in cash.
One in cash. What country are you living in? Mexico? What is this?
Cash.
Wait, you're asking me to get in trouble too with you?
Who's doing your books? Al Capone?
Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
Oh, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you were talking earlier about you want to be on that list for the widows
Yes.
of firemen.
Yes.
The better list to get on is the wives who've been dumped by the firemen who were helping the widow.
Yeah, I would like to help firemen's wives who have been dumped by their firemen husbands who went off with the widows in 9/11.
There you go.
I would help
That's
them.
going to be a group that's opening up.
Yeah, because the woman who got dumped in the paper, very attractive.
Yeah.
I'd bang you.
Oh, that's right. You know how fast one of those chicks would bang you? Oh, man, just to get back at them?
Hi, Cindy. You're on the air.
Yeah, hi, Howard.
Hi.
I can't believe that you are sitting there talking about firemen who gave their lives, okay?
You can't believe I'm talking about firemen who gave their lives?
Yeah, gave their lives, and you're talking about widows, and you're sitting there making fun of it. You can laugh, and Robin can laugh about it. I see no humor in it at all.
Your IQ is so low, you don't even know what we're laughing about. That's what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at
whatever
you.
I caught when I drove my son to school.
Well,
on
then
the way
maybe you
back
ought to
was enough
listen
for me to
closer.
sit here for 45 minutes waiting for you to get on the radio.
You don't need a distraction when you listen to the radio. You have to listen to the radio when you're alone so you can fully concentrate. Maybe when your son is in the room.
Don't pull the psychological bullshit
No,
on
not
me.
psychological. 10% of your brain.
I got 100% of my brain.
You
Yeah,
have a
you're
low
saying that. I'll tell you
IQ.
what.
That's not a
Let
shame.
me tell you,
You
the
have a low
firemen that are listening
IQ.
to this
There's
do
no
not
man
think
who
you're
has
funny
sex
at
with
all.
you. There's no man who has sex with you. I don't believe you're married.
Come on now, let's not go with the sex stuff. You
don't even. First of all, you sound like a man.
Conversation about
You
anything,
sound like
you
a
bring it up
man.
to the sex thing.
How could I have an intelligent conversation with you if you don't even know what I'm laughing at?
You're laughing at a woman who lost her husband.
No, I'm not. You don't
what are
even
you
know.
doing then?
I'm laughing. You want to hear?
Yeah, why don't
You
you
need,
tell me? What
in
you
other words,
laughing at?
you need the show explained to you personally by me because you can't follow along with the rest of us.
Oh, come on. All I hear is yucking.
If I
That's
made
all I
fun,
hear is
if
yuck,
I
yuck,
made
yuck.
fun of people who died in 9/11, don't you think there'd be more than you just calling in? Don't you think there'd be a huge uprising amongst the audience as to what an
I don't
insensitive?
know. Maybe
So
they're
why is
not
it out of an
listening to what
entire
you're
audience
saying.
only you need the show explained to you personally by me? You know what? Get the Cliff Notes, you jackass.
I'm a
Anyway, where were we?
I was driving my son to school, and I heard you yucking, yuck, yuck, yuck.
Cataline.
I only hear
Cataline.
yucking. Well, we stopped yucking while she was on.
What a dummy.
I'm not going to let you make fun.
They hear 9/11 right away. Firemen and 9/11. You said firemen and 9/11.
And you laugh.
And you laughed.
How dare you?
Read the paper, honey. Anyway, go ahead, Rob.
Yes, well,
No, you don't. Yes.
Thank you. I was in London, so I picked up a couple of things.
Good.
And, I like to see what's going on in Europe that might be coming this way. And one of the things I learned was that men are now kissing men full on the lips as a greeting.
No, they're not.
Over in Europe.
Oh, in Europe, yeah.
Yes.
That used to be the kiss of death.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
They say that they think it comes from TV shows like The Sopranos and the popularity of The Godfather, that now, in order to show your manliness, you go up.
No.
It's not even the air kissing that women do. You kiss a guy on the lips.
No, let me tell you where this comes. This is older than The Sopranos.
Really?
Italian guys, I know for a fact, do this, and they do it in this country. I saw a friend of mine who shall remain nameless.
You wouldn't even tell us who it is because you don't want to embarrass him.
I was at my gym on the exercise bike. Two of these guys kissed each other on the lips. And I did a double take. I looked.
See, it is coming here.
And I went, what? I didn't just see that. There must be something wrong. There's something wrong. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And I blinked. And then I said to someone, did those two guys just kiss? And they said to me, it's like an Italian thing. I go, no Italian I know does that.
Never the lips. I have some uncles I kiss on the cheek when I see them.
Well, this article I was reading, the guy was saying he always used to man kiss his father.
I kiss my father on the cheek, and he kisses me on the cheek.
Yeah.
Never on the lips. If he makes the move to the lips, man, I'm gonna kick him in his balls.
You're kneeing him in the groin.
Yeah.
You broke my heart.
My mom always wants to kiss me on the lips. I don't let her.
That's weird.
I turn my head. She's into something
Yeah,
strange.
I don't know
with
why
me.
she wants to kiss you on the lips either.
Hey, maybe I'll pull my pants down, get some oral.
Here, kiss me here.
Hey, kiss this. You want to kiss something?
But I did. I wanted to run that by you, that this guy kissing guy thing.
Benji's mom tried to lap dance him.
They say man kissing is very gangsta.
No, it's not. I don't see black guys doing it.
They said Sean P. Diddy Combs does it.
Well, that's something else. I don't know what that is. Maybe he's got something that he wants to tell us.
So just look for that. Guys, you're going to see guys who are straight kissing other guys.
A lot of times I'll just grab a guy's penis. But, as a friendship thing.
You don't know how to greet people anymore.
Yeah.
And the other thing I saw was that there are lines of cosmetics now just for men. Makeup.
Cover up?
It's like bronzer.
Ooh. Maybe I need that.
I could use that for my stretch mark.
Lip gloss.
Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
Why would guys do that? Who wants to get into that?
See, I'm telling you, we're gaying it up. This whole country's gaying it up, man. I'm telling you.
Although if I do have a zit, I might use some cover up.
So they are saying that those are the biggest sellers, is like the bronzer and the lip stuff. 'Cause you can sort of get away with that. But now, like they're going to, start enhancing it, and where you'll get the cheek color and you do a little eyeliner and maybe, fill in your mustache if you want to.
Boy, I got to tell you something. I never thought I'd see the day where I was carrying a purse, and I am.
Look at you.
I got my messenger bag.
You're
so
right in line.
maybe I'll be doing a little eyeliner.
We're turning into a country of broads.
You carry a purse for your makeup.
I don't know, man. Yes, Chauncey.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
You're going to like this story. This is a true story. In '86, I got divorced. I caught my wife cheating on me after 6 months of being married. I took a chainsaw.
But you could understand that.
Yeah. But I took a chainsaw, cut all the furniture in half. I cut the couch in half. I cut the dining room table in half. Took the plate. I took scissors and cut all our clothes in half. Went to the court when it was the day for the divorce without an attorney. Never paid a dime for any legal consultation. And said, do what you got to do. If I have to go to jail, I'm ready to go today. And they just let me walk.
No payments.
No, I didn't pay one single dime.
Because you didn't have kids.
I didn't have kids. That helped.
And you were only married 6 months.
He had a good lawyer.
You don't need. He's right. He walked in and he said, "Listen, I'm not paying. Send me to jail." Yeah. That's what guys got to start saying. I'll go to jail. Fine.
Yeah, Chauncey had nothing to lose, though.
Don't spend a dime. Yeah, no, this lawyer was trying to get a lot. He wanted money back for all the things I destroyed. He didn't get one penny from me.
All right, good for you.
How out of breath were you after that?
Then you're saying be aggressive.
Yeah, don't be intimidated. I hate.
See,
don't
but
be
then,
intimidated by lawyers.
then you screw yourself though. Then you could have had half your furniture. Now you have nothing. See, that's the crazy
Well,
part.
at least none of you are having anything.
Right.
I think that's what Chauncey's trying to say. She's not going to get anything either.
What else is in the news, Robin?
I also noticed in the British papers that an American woman who had a stroke, when she came out of the whatever she was in with the stroke, she had a British accent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened to Madonna.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe Madonna had a stroke.
What are you
this is
saying?
a very little known syndrome that occasionally occurs, that a person wakes up with another accent. And she said it was so embarrassing. She tried to mimic her former speech, and she was just not able to do it. She has a British accent now as a result of her stroke.
Yeah, maybe all of England is just stroke victims. Yes, Danielle.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, I was calling. Hey, Howard, I love you. Fred,
Wow,
you're
listen
great.
to this connection.
Robin, you're, can I say Hooters?
Honey,
I
can
say
you get
that?
on a phone that is connected to a wire?
I am connected to a wire.
Where are you calling from?
Vineland, New Jersey.
Man, listen to this
It
connection.
should be the space station.
I'm like way out here.
Hi, Howard. I'm calling from the moon.
Well, I am, basically. But I wanted to say, Artie, you know, you speak for yourself. Basically, what I wanted to touch on is what you had said earlier, you know, touching on, like, the gay thing. I was married to this guy. We got married in 1998, and he had given me no clue to the point that he was gay. We were married for 2 years, and then suddenly he started to touch upon the subject. He, you know, gave
Honey, your life story is boring.
Well, the way
What's
she
your
tells-
question?
You know what?
No
Howard,
wonder
it's
men
not boring.
can't
You
live with
need-
women. When you talk, it's like it's death.
What is this touch upon the subject?
Yeah, I mean, honey, just talk like a normal person.
Okay, fine. You know what? Let me use the F word and fly it around here and there. But, you know, if that were the case, then it would be a little bit more interesting.
Your husband's
Anyway,
gay, is
so
that
goes
what you're
the story,
saying?
And it flies around here and there. And then, you know, we are separated as this point continues. And
As
I'm
this
with a
point
boyfriend of mine,
continues?
and, you know, he's with his boyfriend, and he's probably listening right now. We have 2 children together. And how do I handle this? I mean, do I bring this out in court and, you know, as far as a divorce between us? Do you know, do I take this out of my pocket and say, you know,
He went gay because listening to you, if I was married to you, I would go with a man. I never thought in my life I'd say that.
You know what?
Listening
Howard,
to you would make me want a man. I would have to go be with a guy.
Absolutely not.
I swear to God. I've never heard anyone who speaks like you.
How have you never? I'm educated, and that's, you know.
You
that's
know what?
the
Where
point.
is KCposter.com? I'm going on there. I have to.
You know what? Go get your rocks off. You know, that would be great. It would really turn me
You're
on.
an annoying woman, and your husband has every right to be gay.
He's no longer my husband. As
Yeah,
far
thank
as I'm
God.
concerned.
He's probably dancing in the. He got so happy you went gay from you.
Exactly. You know, I don't know what it is.
Oh, shut up,
Yeah, are you telling me I'm way too educated?
No, I'm saying the exact opposite. You're a moron.
How am I a moron, Howard?
Listen to yourself. You don't speak in a proper manner. you're boring.
I'm from Boston, okay? You
Wait
know,
a
I may
second.
have
We
tad
have
bit
a
of an
device
accent.
that measures gayness. You just turned 30,000 of my listeners in Boston gay.
Well, you know what? That's really great. Because,
Hold it.
you
Hold
know
it.
what? Gay
Look at the
people are
reports
great,
now.
and
Philadelphia,
I love their eyes.
50,000 men are gay now.
That's great.
Manhattan, just 10,000 men just turned gay listeing to your voice. Keep going.
Several guys are
You
banging.
know, that really wasn't my... That wasn't my...
Get off my phone.
That wasn't my...
At this time, my husband is gay.
To this point.
To this point in time.
Touching upon it.
Touching upon
He
it.
started touching upon it.
At no time did he touch upon.
The fact that he was gay.
And then 2 years into the marriage, he started touching upon.
Touching a pond. He touched a pond?
We have 2 kids together.
Those poor kids.
Fascinating.
And you're living with that woman. Dad's off having a nice relationship with somebody normal.
Kids, this is your father talking. I'm going to go bang a guy.
Yeah, I can't take it.
Not anymore.
Oh, we got to take a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back and wrap up.
Howard Stern Show.
Wow.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. Joe?
Yeah, how you doing, Howard?
Hey, good. What's happening?
I just want to say, you know, I have no problem with you speaking about the firemen and mentioning 9/11 for that obnoxious woman who has no knowledge of your show.
Right.
And second of all, I was in a similar situation after 9/11 where I almost got caught up with one of the widows, and as tempting as it was, I backed off.
You're a fireman?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe. Do you still have her number?
No. I had her number, and I made sure I got rid of it just because it was just a real dangerous situation. I could see how it would have got jammed up.
Yeah, listen,
Well,
firemen.
who is helping that woman now?
If she needs someone to help her, how is she? She hot?
Yeah, she was really good looking.
Yeah, see.
She was really good looking, and she was in a bad spot. And
Yeah, you get caught up in it, man, and she's hot, and she
And
needs
you're
you.
comforting her, and
Damn.
Hey now.
Hey now, that's all. Nothing wrong with that. You're human. I'm human. We're all human. Hey now.
Well, and the other thing I wanted to say is I was listening to your show on 9/11, and thanks for the coverage that day. Because actually, that's how I found out about the attack, and the reason why I went down there.
Yep, firemen are greatly respected on this show. Danielle, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, hi, Howard. I really don't appreciate the way you treated me. You know, it was really
Wait a
ridiculous.
second.
And I was going to say another bad connection. It's the same bad.
There's Robin, what?
Get a new
You know, I
phone.
really appreciate if Robin could chime in here a little bit.
She did
You know,
chime in.
There's no reason that I would have turned my husband gay. You know,
You turned your husband gay. You're annoying.
I am so not annoying. You know, Howard, you really don't know me, and you know
I don't know you, but I know in a 3-second conversation I was ready to go gay.
Well, you know,
I had to hang up on you, so I didn't go gay.
Well, you know what? If you held on from 6 to 10 o'clock, you would go gay too. And you
Well,
would
let me
be
tell you
just a
something.
little
That's
bit
your
annoying.
problem. I didn't tell you to hang on, but all I know is I spoke to you. I try to listen to your problem.
I know, Howard.
You talk in a way that is annoying.
I was just a little bit obnoxious at that point because I had held on for so long. And you know what, Howard? I love you, and I'll never stop listening to you.
I don't care if you know me. I don't care if you never stop listening. I'm telling you.
She loves you.
I listened to you for 2 seconds, and suddenly Artie looked attractive to me.
Well, you know what? I love Artie. He wanted to He's awesome. And Robin, you
All right,
had
honey,
the
I'll
best
tell you what,
Hooters
in the
ever.
spirit-
I would love to have your Hooters. I would just like.
In the spirit of, you could have her Hooters. Go to a good plastic surgeon. You'll have her Hooters.
No, I
You could,
I have perfectly fine Hooters. Thank you very much.
In the spirit of,
She doesn't stop talking.
no, in the spirit of trying to get along in this world,
Yeah.
I'll allow her to tell her
Exactly.
story
Thank you very
again,
much.
and I'll try and get through it.
You know what? Listen, I'm not going to be annoying. I just want to tell you, you know, there was a time where my husband and I got along. And, you know, everything was fine and dandy. We got married. And then, you know, we had kids. And then suddenly, you know, he told me
How
was
annoying
he wanted
is she?
to have another man. I mean, how does that come along in a relationship?
Oh,
thinking about
she's an
He
idiot.
wanted to see me with another man. I mean, is that normal?
Oh.
Is that like a normal guy thing?
Artie, hold my hand.
Artie, please hold his hand and
Honey,
help
you don't
me.
understand why gay men married women? You don't understand? Is that what you want me? What do you want me to explain to you that you don't understand? It
I would
sounds
like you to point out why he had 2 children with me, and I'm
All right,
worried
you
about
ready?
my son.
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you.
Okay,
We have a country, a world filled with morons.
I understand.
You're not even listening to the end of the sentence. You're annoying.
Okay, I'll stop being annoying, and I will listen.
You
to
asked
the
me a
other side,
question.
Howard.
Why your husband, a
Yes,
gay
Daddy.
man, married you and had children with you?
Yes, Daddy.
Daddy?
Yes.
Why are
What
you
is the rest-
insulting me?
Don't creep us out.
Yes, Daddy. What is the rest of the?
All right, you know, I gotta go. I can't stand you. You rub me the wrong way. I don't like you.
Robin, I love you. Artie, you're awesome.
You don't even care about the answer I was about to give you. You know the answer.
You know what? I do care about the answer.
What
but you're
normal
obviously-
man is going to marry you? He'd have to be gay.
You're obviously not going to give me the answer. So what am I going to do?
I was about to give you the answer. You started interrupting, and you called me daddy.
I find you highly disgusting.
You need a daddy who would knock some goddamn sense into you. That's the
You're
problem. Your
treating me-
father coddled
You're
you.
treating me like a child.
You are a child. You're retarded. You're a retarded child.
Hey, retard.
All right, I'm going to
Okay.
explain again. In the interest of getting along, I'm going to try.
Right.
Because you need
Can I
someone
just
to
answer?
explain this. If you interrupt me, I'm hanging up.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We live in a country. What was that? Why do you have to laugh?
What, Daddy?
I'm not laughing.
We live in a country where gay people are forced to be closeted. They're embarrassed. They're ashamed in front of their families. You got religious kooks teaching people that it's a sin to be gay. You got people embarrassing other people to be gay. And what happens is these men closet themselves. They're so embarrassed. And then they go out because they're ashamed and they marry a woman so they can look straight. And they marry straight women. And then they have kids with them to look straight. And then finally they crack. They can't take it anymore and they go back to their gay lifestyle. And we as a country have got to stop making these people feel like they're amphibians or bugs because they enjoy the same sex. We have to stop it because this is what's going to happen.
She's the victim that you often talk about.
She is a victim.
Your daughter
I don't want my daughters.
To a gay man?
I don't want my daughters. Are you interrupting?
I'm not interrupting.
All right. I don't want my.
You if I could speak out right here.
No.
My
no.
concern is.
I said no. I don't want my. Stop it. I don't.
Sorry, Daddy.
I did not say that. That was Artie.
Really? I didn't know the difference.
Oh, God.
We do have children here.
Please stop.
And the point I'm making is I don't want my daughters to marry a gay man. As long as gay men are forced to be in the closet, felt to be humiliated, to be humiliated.
Suppress their urges.
I want guys to come out, feel good about it, let them marry other men, let them have lives with men, and stop marrying straight women. When you see these kooks who get on TV, gay is bad, let's kill the gays. What do they think's going to happen? They're going to end up marrying your daughters and ruining their lives. So now that's the answer to your question.
May I speak? We had a son together, and I am concerned for my son. That is the thing that bothers me the most.
Right,
And
I
know it's a genetic
I
thing.
can't take it anymore. I hate her.
It's a genetic thing.
Get out of here. Get off my phone. There's nothing genetic about it.
Robin, can you please, enforce some...
What difference does it make? You
the
love one
medicine
gay
in
man,
him?
you can love another.
I got to tell you something. I'm concerned for your son, too, because he lives with you. Not because he's the father.
Howard, that's quite ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm concerned about your son, but for different reasons. He got to listen to you all day. He's going to turn into a mental patient.
No, I'm a very reasonable person, and if
Yeah,
you
Mike, go
asked
ahead, you're
either
on.
one of my children, they would tell you the same thing.
Yes, Mike.
Hello.
Yeah.
You know, this girl over here, her voice, you know, I think you see it too, but her voice is the most nagging in the world. It's worse than, like, my mother. I don't know what is wrong with her. She either has a huge problem.
Yeah, you know you're whacking it right now.
Oh, please, honey.
I mean,
No one's
either
whacking
way,
it.
But this is a guy's perspective. I'm listening to it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how can someone marry this and listen to it?
You're not
day
kidding.
in, day out?
Of course he's
I
gay.
understand your concern.
Where's
and
your
I
son
think it's
now?
Not.
Where's your son now?
My son is sleeping.
What does he take sedatives?
Yeah, all the time, you know.
10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, your son is sleeping?
Whenever to school.
How old is he?
He's 3 years old.
Let me talk to him so I can tell him how sorry I am for him.
Let me let you talk to my daughter, and she can tell you how concerned I am and how
How
good
old
of a
is she?
mother I am.
How old is she?
She's 8 years old.
Yeah, let me explain to her that she...
Hold on. Here she is. 1 second. Here, Kate.
This woman is concerned
Hi,
about
Howard.
a 3-year-old being
How are
gay.
you?
Good.
Let me tell you something. Your mother's a piece of work.
What?
You know what I mean, but listen, you'll be all right.
He's not.
She's a nice woman?
Yes.
Uh,
Stop talking about her like that.
and what's
She's a
wrong?
good mom, and I love her.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you. You're a little kid.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. You'll understand one day. You'll come running to me.
Yeah, you'll call us in a few years and agree.
Yeah, you'll see.
Let me
You
try
suck
arguing with her.
ass.
I suck ass. Well, shame on you.
Hello? Oops.
Did you tell your daughter to say you suck ass?
I had no part in that,
Oh,
but
liar.
obviously she knows when she sees ass and knows when someone's sucking it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, in 10 years she'll be a
Would
stripper.
you like to speak with my older daughter?
No, I got to go.
She
I'm
might
tired
have a
of
little
you.
bit more intelligence and dignity.
Not if she's got your genetics.
Oh, just 1 second, please.
The 8-year-old says, you suck ass.
Hello, Howard.
How old are you?
10.
Oh, all right. Listen, I'm going to do you the biggest favor of your life. I'm going to call social services. We're going to get you away from your mom.
Just keep her busy for another hour.
How are you?
on.
All right, thank you. All right, we got to go. Hello?
What's going going on over there?
Why is
You're
it-
an asshole.
Oh, my God. We're back with the 8-year-old.
Why are you not in school today?
Hello?
Why is your children not in school today?
We had parent-teacher conferences this afternoon.
Liar.
So we have no school today.
That's
We
good.
live in Vineland, New Jersey. If you want to check that out, its zip code is 08360. Howard?
Yes, Mary.
I love you, Howard. Thank God you're back. Howard's right.
my
Your
God,
husband was gay when he
this
married you, and it was a cover-up. Life is too short. Get real.
Shut your mouth. You're very, very annoying.
You're
and
more
I do not
annoying than I am, sweetheart. You're way more
Oh,
annoying.
my
And I
God.
turn my 200
Are you serious? You have her talking in my ear?
Howard's right. Your husband was gay when he married you. I'm giving you advice.
Oh, my God. You are a Jewish, Long Island little...
First of all, what does my nationality have to do? What does my nationality have to do with anything and where I live?
You're very
First of all, I'm from Brooklyn.
On the phone,
I'm from Brooklyn.
On the radio.
Howard, don't give her any more airtime. After what she just said to me, Howard.
She's an Italian
Do you
woman
believe
from
that?
Brooklyn.
I'm an American woman with an Italian background, born in Brooklyn, sweetheart.
All right.
Oh, my God. She is annoying.
Scott Baio, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, man, I'm telling you, you know me, I'm quite the cocksmith.
Right.
Right.
You know, I make my way out to the titty bar every night I live there. This lady is forcing me to go out on a strip and look for male meat.
Right.
Let me tell you something, honey. You turned your man gay. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You know what? If you had met me, or, you know, actually the opportunity is not out there now, but you would know what a piece of ass you were.
Yes, Roger, you're on the air.
You know.
Hey, what's up, Howard? Hey, now.
Hey, now.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
This chick that you got on the radio is turning me queer right now.
Yeah, there you go. That's what. All right. Thank you for your comments.
Ridiculous.
There's nothing ridiculous about it. Men are
How are
turning
you
gay.
going to put Mary Ann on the phone? And
All right.
Wow.
I could listen to her and Mary Ann talk all day. That's just that's a slice of heaven.
Let's see if we.
Just too much fun.
Let's see if we can't. 90% of New Jersey is now gay from her. Very sad.
There's a wave of gayness taking over America.
Wow.
I'm going to buy some of that lip gloss later.
Yeah, Artie's dabbling in the male makeup.
Yeah.
It's World AIDS Day.
I know.
I don't know how you're observing it, but
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you
people
how.
should be educating themselves because AIDS is still spreading.
Because a lot of men think it's a badge of honor to have AIDS, and then some of them think it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, people are getting very, very reckless. And more than any other group in the U.S., who is vulnerable?
Gay men.
More than any other group in the U.S., which group is more vulnerable?
Women.
Black women.
Yeah, blacks. The blacks.
You were actually quoting from some article you read not too long ago where there are a number of black men who don't acknowledge their gay tendencies.
They don't.
And they have sex with men, yet they have relationships with women.
Yeah.
And
they
go
won't
to
wear condoms
these
because they don't
clubs
want to
and all this
recognize they're
stuff,
gay.
Yeah, with the anonymous sex and the no condoms. And then they go home and give HIV to their female partners.
But they can never give lice to their female partners.
Well, I'd rather have lice, quite
Right.
frankly.
Mm-hmm.
So here is Dr.
Dr. Who? Bombay?
Julie Gerberding,
her.
Gerberding of the Center for Disease Control to talk about the particular risk to black women. D4.
All right.
We are very concerned about HIV infection among African American women. In some studies, up to 75% of the new infections
Wow.
are occurring in these populations.
Wow is right.
Wow.
And it's continued to take its toll on the world population in 2003. Here is Dr. Charlie Jilks of the World Health Organization, D1.
About 12,000 people each day are getting infected. We reckon 5 million people have been infected.
That's why you black girls should have sex with some white meat right now. With some white dudes.
Here's the solution.
There's a solution.
Thank you, Dr. Stern.
In.
Yep. Never mind, Dr. Charlie Gilks.
There needs to be a greater focus on treating AIDS as well as the focus on preventing it because we've been trying to deal with prevention. That's not working, according to Dr. Jilks. D2.
Indeed, we believe that a stronger focus on treatment will accelerate prevention activities in those very highly affected countries.
What phone is he using?
I think he's with that woman we were just talking.
They're both in Jersey.
And here's Christy Feig.
Feig?
Of the CDC.
Feig.
She has a C recommendation to reduce infections. It's called condom.
Many of the factors causing these numbers to rise could be countered if women would insist their partners use a condom.
I can't believe women don't insist that a man wears a condom. I can't believe it. And I know it's the case.
You do?
Yep. I have friends who tell me, these chicks say don't wear a condom. They say don't wear one.
Really?
Yeah. They want to feel it.
With a brand new partner?
Yep.
Wow.
The CDC believes testing for HIV would reduce some of the new infections. They estimate...
Jeez.
They say it ruins the spontaneity, but I've met a lot of chicks who don't mind waiting a few minutes.
Wow. Somehow they can hold out for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, no, go ahead.
Maybe we should go to worldwide testing so that everybody will know. Right now, we're waiting for people to become symptomatic or to just voluntarily ask for a test.
You've never had a girl go, listen, I don't have time for you to put a condom on. I need it now.
No.
No, they've never said that to you.
I can't, like, I need your hot body right now.
They're like, even if I have to go to the drugstore to get it.
Yeah, leave, Artie.
They're like,
leave for a week.
Yeah, while you're out, pick me up some aspirin.
Anything else in the news, Robin?
Yes, we also still have the problem with Iraq. We were alluding to it before. Now we're trying to develop a government there.
Oh, that's going to be easy.
And part of the problem is the number of different factions and everybody wanting, a measure of the power that's going to come from this new regime. And Henry Kissinger is here with us this morning, who says there will be a problem in Iraq if one religious group decides that it wants to control the new government. C4.
If any one group wants to achieve absolute power for itself, that will lead to civil war and strife of the kind.
They gotta bring back Saddam Hussein to run that country. There's no one that can run it. It's a mess.
Well, the problem with Saddam is he was crazy too.
Yeah, he's the only one who knows. Like, just give him a salary and say, "Look, you're working for us now."
Yeah, if he promises to be good,
You
just
think
be
you
good.
could keep him in check? He
Yeah.
wouldn't have any more. Wouldn't create any more mass graves.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
yeah. It'll be easier this
using
time.
chemical weapons on people or trying to get nuclear weapons.
We need him back. It's crazy over there.
It is. Well, I had heard before that he was the first and only person who's ever united that country.
Yeah. No wonder he had mass graves. Look what's doing over there. You can't find anybody who can agree on anything. They don't even, going forward is a backward concept to them.
Well, I understand that also that some of the people live as if it's biblical times.
Yeah, they're completely out of it.
They don't even know about electricity or anything like that.
Fabulous.
So
Good
I don't
luck.
know what you're supposed to do.
I know like people.
They don't even know the government has changed. Probably.
People are like, well, President Bush doesn't have a plan. There's nobody on this planet has a plan for that place.
Show us a plan.
A plan.
Now, yesterday I was surprised you weren't downtown for the ceremony renaming a street after Joey Ramone.
I didn't know about it. I read about it afterward. I would have.
Yeah, they kept it pretty much a secret. I was like, I didn't know that was going to happen, but that's great.
It's terrific.
So Joey Ramone now has a street, I think it's at Bowery and 2nd Street, has been renamed.
Yeah, right by the CBGBs.
Right, for Joey Ramone, and they had a big ceremony out there yesterday, and his mother was there holding up the street sign, and she said every time she drives through the neighborhood now, she'll probably have an accident staring at the sign.
Wow, that's sweet.
It is. I bet you Joey never dreamed that something like that would be happening to him. Tiger Woods has proposed to his Swedish girlfriend.
Yeah.
Listen how you say, yeah.
Yeah, that's something. That's the greatest. Yeah, yeah.
So he's popped a big question.
Yeah.
She's a former model.
Yeah. Yeah, she's hot. She's really not. She's like a babysitter. I don't think she ever did any modeling.
Well, she was nannying for some friend of his, but they said she used to do like bikini and bathing suit modeling. They have a little model shot of her.
I love you.
What kind of modeling she did, but she certainly is beautiful.
Right.
And they say this is probably just the thing that Tiger needs to settle his game.
There you go.
I think it's going to ruin it.
He's worth $130 million, and in the paper today they say her net worth is going to be half after.
Right.
Could you
She's
imagine?
worth half of $130 million.
She never golfed a thing in her life.
By the way, Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan is dedicating a whole new catalog to that couple.
Oh, is that right?
That's right. Tiger Woods and his...
There's the Tiger Woods section.
That's right.
Wake up, white people.
So we wish them the best. Carmen and Dave got married. Did you see this? Dave Navarro.
I was disappointed in her wedding dress. I thought it was a little too conservative.
Well, look at you.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, let's see some ass.
Yeah, show some boob.
What, was it very conservative? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed.
They were married on Saturday at the St. Regis Hotel in Century City, California.
They already are moving cameras in for their reality show.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can watch the couple in their upcoming MTV series Till Death Do Us Part, which premieres in January.
Yeah, that might actually keep them together for a while.
It takes a look at the preparations for their wedding, and something I'm really sick of. I haven't even seen it, but the promos for Trista and Ryan's wedding
I know.
is really getting on my nerves.
Sickens me that I'll be watching it.
Because now they're showing the bachelor party.
Yeah.
You know, because we've got to be in every part of their lives.
Right.
So I guess a series of bachelor parties are going to be filmed until they can get somebody upset, because you see Trista in one of the promos running around looking for Ryan. He's disappeared. Where is he?
Ah, I have to watch that.
And they think there might have been a tragedy on The Real World. San Diego authorities are looking into the claim that a 22-year-old woman was date raped in one of the bathrooms of the latest Real World house.
I mean, someone who's on the show.
This was a woman who was invited to the house by one of the people who's on the show.
Wow.
They say the alleged victim told police that an acquaintance of the Real World San Diego castmate Randy drugged her, brought her to the domicile, and raped her on November 15th. So they're going to be, I guess, looking into that. All these reality shows, you know that something bad is going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
And told you about Tiger Woods getting married. Oh, Batman. Did you see this? I don't know who the next Batman is going to be. Who is it? Christian Bale or somebody like that?
Heidi Klum.
No. But the butler, Alfred, is going to be played by Michael Caine.
That's good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Alfred was always like somebody you didn't know.
They never actually make these movies. They just keep talking about them.
Right.
Well, that's become the Superman story. I mean, all we do is hear who's going to play it and then who's not going to play it and who's been cast as Lois and how the movie isn't being made. So,
well, yeah, maybe they'll focus on Alfred.
you got a big actor like Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Is there a bigger story with Alfred in the comic books? Because it seems like there is, right? Where like
No, Alfred was actually in the beginning not really that that involved. Now he's like every minute he's in every frame.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's always busy with Batman, giving him advice, being a father to him. Like, hey, you're my butler. Shut up.
The Reagans debuted on Showtime last night. That was that movie that CBS dropped and gave to Showtime because of all the controversy. And now they're saying it's done the miniseries a service because more people know about it. James Brolin plays the former president. Here's a little clip from the show. See one.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
As the Tower Board reported, what began as a strategic opening to Iran
Terrific.
That's James Brolin.
Glad I missed it.
Being President Reagan. Well, it's airing again tonight, and I think there are several installments because it was a miniseries. Eddie Murphy is in a new movie called Haunted Mansion.
He apparently just does kids' movies now.
Yes, he says this one, there's more to the movie version of the haunted house than there is to the theme park ride. So, and that's thanks to the director, A1.
The movie has much more happening than the ride. The ride, it has, you go on the ride and the ride is what it is. But the movie is this, Rob Minkoff's imagination run wild.
Okay, so that's Eddie Murphy. I guess they based that movie on the ride.
Here's Eddie Murphy talking on Good Morning America how acting isn't fun.
All right. Oh,
Did you have fun making Haunted Mansion?
I don't have fun making movies.
You don't?
No, not at all. No,
Really?
Making movies is a long and drawn out, really boring process.
What movie do you just really wish you didn't make?
Man.
Wow. I mean, he's being tortured?
Yeah, why do it then? Just stop doing it. You got enough money.
So why did he say yes to this project? This is a perfect question. A2.
I've always just liked horror movies and ghost stories, and I've always had a...
When did he stop being funny?
Does he indulge in man-kissing?
I don't know.
What is that affectation he
I don't know. He's got this new voice.
I've just always enjoyed that kind of stuff. So when this thing came, when I got the opportunity to be in this, I was like, oh yeah, because
All right. Alec Baldwin is in the #1 film, Cat in the Hat, which is now in theaters. And here's the type of acting you have to do in a Seuss movie before.
Yeah, let me hear this.
It's a kind of acting that would be bad acting normally.
I hear this movie's filled with bad acting.
Over the top, kind of campy, people who are just desperate all the time to get what they want and will go to any lengths to do it, and they express.
So he had to train himself to be a bad actor.
Yes, now he's a bad actor.
Why don't they just get bad actors?
Something called Timeline is also in theaters, starring Paul Walker, the guy from the Fast and Furious movies. Here he talks about how his life is crazy only when he's working.
When you think of like Black Plague and like stench and like women with hairy legs, and the drinking water probably wasn't too clean. And
wait a minute,
hell,
that's
you
not
know,
the one.
Yeah, try this one.
When I'm working, things are crazy. You know, and I'm on these whirlwind tours promoting films and that sort of thing. But when I'm back home, things are pretty simple. I got a routine where, you know, I'm going to the gym, or I'm working out, or I'm in team roping a lot, and, you know, I snowboard a lot in the winter, and, you know, I still...
Wow, what a life.
I hate
Shut
him.
up, you prick. What a great routine.
Goes to the gym and goes snowboarding.
That's when he's not working on movies.
I'm working on those horrible movies.
Wow.
Nice.
Gothica's in theaters now, starring Halle Berry.
I hear that's real bad.
She explains, it got terrible reviews.
She explains why it's bad.
It's not just a horror movie.
We like to call it a suspense supernatural thriller with elements of horror.
Wow.
I think that's a little too much.
I'd rather just see a table of running over somebody and running away from the scene.
We call that a suspense thriller with elements of horror. And Bad Santa's in theaters right now. It stars Billy Bob Thornton and Tony Cox. Here's Tony on Billy Bob and his talents as an actor, A4.
He's a great guy. He is so good. You know,
this is the dwarf in the movie.
This is his partner, the dwarf.
I don't even know if he knows how good he is. You know, I watch him, how he does a scene. He's incredible.
Somehow when it's a little midget guy complimenting your acting, it's not as good.
Then why should we see the film?
It's a great film.
It is. It's good, man. I really like it. I like this guy, Tony Cox, too.
And you got to look at, you got Billy Bob Thornton, you got Bernie Mac, you got John Ritter, and you have yours truly. And, you know, you have comedians, you have guys that are good, and I just think that's the appeal of the film. Right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
And finally, they say in the paper today that P. Diddy... is trying to buy some photographs taken of him smooching an anonymous woman in a bid to keep them from being published.
Young, wet bitches.
He's desperately trying to buy up photos of him kissing a pretty blonde white girl.
I knew that dude was. I knew that dude was into white chicks.
You know what's funny? I saw him on an award show thanking, his girlfriend Kim profusely, and it just struck me as too much. I said, he's probably doing something on the side.
Oh, yeah. It's P. Diddy.
So now they say that the really bad thing about this is this happened in Los Angeles when he was with Kim. They were, I guess, out there vacationing or something, and he snuck off for 10 minutes to be with the other girl. And I thought nobody would ever find out. And they caught him on camera.
Oh. The D.
Valid entry.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
The
That's
D,
what's happening.
the I, the D, the D, the Y.
The D,
the I, the D, the Diddy.
Young, wet bitches.
All right, we're going to see you tomorrow, everybody. Wheel of Benji tonight with two hot porno chicks. Tonight, Benji spins the wheel, and then he lands on naked leapfrog. Benji then puts his toe in one of the girls. It's outrageous. It's gross. It's the Wheel of Benji.
Benji!
Part 2 tonight on E.
The musical.
It's better for me to marry you without a prenup, but, I think you should have one. I think you should go to a lawyer
And like I say, I'm happy not to do it. I think it would be better for you. A lawyer should explain this to you. And if you want a prenup, I'll do it. But it's better for me not to have one. And I'd be happy not to have one if you don't want to have one.
So you don't have one?
Well, yeah, she got upset. She said, "Oh, so you don't love me? You want a prenup?"
He tried to backdoor, and that didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'd be much happier without a prenup.
Oh, that's a great one.
Boy, you must really think she's an idiot.
I want to protect all my family bazookas from you.
Yeah. Well, and what about the dad? Is the bazooka dad really pissed? I wouldn't want him
Yeah, has he
pissed.
got the plane on the runway headed to your house?
Is the Wait, just answer me yes or no. Like,
But you know, an annulment means it never happened.
Right, and that's why you're seeking an annulment, because the no prenup thing?
No, because I think it's like
hey, wait, Dominic
I
can
won't
explain it.
remember it or something. I think science fiction.
Then it won't
would
count.
Be like an
Dominic.
Yeah, let me just see if I understand this. He got married without a prenup?
Yeah.
Right.
He should take the bazooka and point it at his head.
Even an annulment won't shield him.
An annulment is as if the marriage never occurred, but it needs the cooperation of both people, because if she contests it, he'll never win it, because it's usually based upon that one promised to have children, now they won't have children, or maybe they hid mental illness. But in a situation like this, it's how much will he pay to get the annulment?
But can't Sam say he's mentally ill? Look at what he did.
Yeah, he's mentally ill. I can attest to that.
That wouldn't necessarily be an annulment. That'd be a void marriage, and that may be his best route.
Wow.
Sam, 3 weeks?
Isn't what?
3 weeks. That's it.
Who is that, Dominic?
Yeah.
But didn't you just pronounce your opinion on this thing, and now you want the facts?
All right, Dominic, thank you. Just answer my question, Sam.
What?
All right. So, within the 3 weeks, at what point do you say to yourself, I think
There's a problem?
I have to go to my wife and say, I want to end the marriage? What point do you do that?
Actually, she is the one that wanted to do it.
What was her reason?
Oh, my God, Howard.
Was it because you were being aloof?
Did you leave? What did you do?
No. She's going to be so upset about this, and she's a really
gorgeous,
nice person. She's great.
Were you cheating?
Oh, no, of course not. I've never, listen, let me just say, I never cheated on any girlfriend, wife, anything. I'm not that type of person. She was extremely jealous.
Well, that's great. In 3 weeks, you didn't cheat.
Way to go. So, what were you...
she was like obsessively jealous. It was a problem, and she found she's gonna.
What?
She's really upset. People are probably calling her right now. She found this is an ongoing thing, this jealousy, and she came to me and she said, I can't even take a book off the shelf to read without finding a love note from one of your little girlfriends in it. And the book was a signed copy of Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky, which for your viewers is the 19th century.
Yeah, could you explain that for Ryan from Cleveland?
Author, and it's actually even worse than that, because I signed it to myself like in high school. So it was like this guy. It was like to Sam, enjoy the book, Fyodor Dostoevsky, and she got really upset about it and moved out of the house.
Oh, so she
Stop it.
Is that a true story?
It's true.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
Oy vey.
Theodore, wasn't she Miss March, 1988?
He signed it to himself. No, seriously.
What?
So, like,
I'm serious about that.
Did you? I understand, but did you? Like, she came to you and said, "Look, it's not working out," or did you go?
She said she moved. I've got another place up in Malibu. Yeah.
So she moved out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
were you not performing your husbandly duties?
Yeah, because the other way to get an annulment is not to consummate the marriage.
Well, now I know.
Damn it.
Wow, this is crazy. So you're,
It's a crazy situation, and she's a really nice, wonderful person.
boy, I think she's super hot. I'd bang her.
And he's
But
trying
they all-
to talk her into an annulment.
What?
Is that what you're doing? You're trying to talk her into an annulment.
I'll do whatever she wants. I actually think it's better for her. Well.
So are you going to have to give her?
Once. Robin thinks I've been married 8 times. How
Are you
many
going to
times
have to give her
do you
like
think
a
I've
couple?
been married?
Are you going to have to give her a couple of $1 million?
No.
How do you know?
I'll take her back.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Why would you?
Because you're not going to. Because she's going to want the money,
In
dude.
3 weeks, she got used to a lifestyle.
Yeah, you don't have a prenup
No. Your exposure is the time of.
of the marriage.
Yeah.
And you accrued some money.
I'll be happy to split that.
Yeah, in those
Like
three.
I say, I think I worked one day.
In those 3 weeks, you made $80 million.
That's right.
All right, Sam. Well,
they say it takes as long to get over.
It's twice
A
as
marriage
long. Or
you
half
don't.
as long.
You don't
A
sound
week and a
that.
half.
You don't sound that broken up about it.
No, actually, I was kind of. I feel horrible to say this, but it was kind of a relief. It's probably the best.
Did you have a religious ceremony?
A religious ceremony?
I mean, how did you get married? You didn't just run to Vegas.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, they went to Vegas.
Oh, so it was no real marriage anyway.
She's a great girl, and I know how hard that is. It's like you're going, wow, she's a great girl. I don't want to give her up, but then I don't want to be married, right? Is that what you're saying?
What?
Have you started dating again?
No, not at all.
Have you gone back to that Dutch
Listen,
Shaevsky
I mean,
chick?
we're talking about, this is,
You must have been out of your
been
mind.
gone for 3 days.
She's only been gone for 3 days. Okay.
Yeah.
You must have been out of your mind, man, when you got married.
Well, I think I clinically I may have been out of my mind. This disease, which when we're
All right,
listen. I was really, really sick. This is I was in intensive care for 6 days, getting worse and worse every day. I was about to go on a respirator. I thought I was going to die. My lungs were filling up with pus. I remember very little about this.
And she still wanted you.
What?
But she still wanted
No,
you.
actually, she likes that. I realized she liked that guy more. If I was still in the hospital hooked up to tubes, I'd still be married. And
He was better. He was a better husband.
She liked you as an
I couldn't cheat on her. I couldn't do anything. I was just laying there, not doing things that bothered her.
Oh dear.
That was the ideal man for her. That guy that was stuck in that hospital bed.
Right. I hear you, John. You were more vulnerable. John, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Yeah,
John, who?
it's John.
Sam, what is wrong with you? You got $1 million or more, you got to sign a prenup. What planet were you living in?
What, am I taking phone calls like I'm a
Yeah.
Norm McDonald?
Yeah, you're taking phone calls.
Hey, Sam, what's wrong with you, Sam? Come on.
John, you're right. This is really great of you to call. But that was Jeff the drunk.
I like how he's trying to wipe it out like it never happened.
The guy on the phone is right. John's
I
right.
know, I'm hoping that, yes.
Hey, Sam, don't be a snob. The dude's right. He's like, man, you got more than $1 million. Where's your prenup?
Yeah, you're acting so high and mighty.
Well, John knows more than you do.
John's not trying to take your money.
Right.
Sam, you need an annulment, bitch.
All right, hey, Sam, I got to go. This is.
Okay, well,
I'll call you off the air.
Howard. I'll credit your account, but I want to keep it. It's so
All right.
beautiful.
Send it back.
So much.
I would like it back. Eli,
Can I
what
say
is
one
it?
more thing?
Yeah.
I talked to you, and this is already known. I talked to you, and you found out I was sick, and you found out I'm married. You're so nice, and then of course you go on the phone and you say I've done on the radio, and you say I'm nuts, and you talk about how she swooped in like a vulture and hit the jackpot. Right.
Well, look at what happened.
Now, the morning you were talking, she had, we had an understanding about, the financial arrangements for her. And she was getting a monthly allowance, cash, in an envelope, which was, I'll say, $2,000 a week. She got an American Express Black